is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you on a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. We're going to talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. having a breakout season, averaging a career high 23 points a game, 3 assists, which is also a career high, while also getting 3.5 rebounds, which is second highest after his season last year when he averaged 3.9. Not only that, he is finally getting the touches and the amount that he really wants. Tim Hardaway has a big confidence in him. He feel like he can take over a game. He feel like he can beat anybody. He feel like he can cross over anybody. The guy has a lot of confidence. The guy has a lot of swagger, and the guy can really play the game of basketball. I would definitely give him credit on that, and he has been taking full advantage of Kristaps Porzingis being injured. Remember, they let him walk a couple years ago when they were with the Knicks, and they quickly re-signed him back when Phil Jackson was the GM at that time, and he's showing why. The guy can flat out score the basketball. The guy is still a streaky shooter. He's still not a great defender or even a good defender. He's still not the best playmaker. He still does have a lot of tunnel vision. He looks to get that ball and score. He'll catch a three and throw it up. He'll catch a shot, and he'll try to create his own. The guy will go out there and put on a show. I definitely give him credit for that. He is one of the more exciting players to watch, and it does help the Knicks because you know that they weren't going to be competing for a playoff spot or really be that good once Porzingis was going to be out half the season. We all kind of thought and knew that this was going to happen. But, you know, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going out there playing like every game at his last. He's going out there putting on shows, going out there dominating games, going out there and just getting heat flashes. The guy he just looks happy right now because he is a chucker. The guy loves to score. The guy loves to shoot. The guy loves and has that, even like his dad, especially. He was a good scorer too in the NBA and ended up getting in the Hall of Fame, I believe. And it show you that his son has a lot of that in him. He really does, and he has been a fun player to watch. A lot of people have been talking about Tim Hardaway Jr. Will he be an all-star? He putting up 23 points a game. I think he can score a little bit more than that. And he might score 23, 24, 25 points a game because there's nobody really on that New York Knicks team that I really personally feel besides Enes Kanter that literally has an argument for really getting more touches per game to really be that second option. I think Enes Kanter is a guy that I really like because his confidence level, but also he plays hard and he really wants to be physical. He really wants to dominate a game, and he can crash the boards and get a lot of scoring off the ball, and you don't have to really run plays for him to make an impact. And that's one of the reasons why I like Enes Kanter. But when you look past that, Nina Akina, not really known as a scorer. And then you also look at the fact that they have guys like Trey Burke. He hasn't been the same player as a couple years ago. Last year, I should say. Mario Hezonja doesn't get enough minutes. Kevin Knox is not the offensive player yet. He will be in the future, but not now. Moutier, not really known as a scorer. Mitchell Robertson, he's a guy that plays with a lot of heart, just like Cantor, but he's not known as a scorer. Alonzo Trier, he's known as a scorer, but they play the same position, and Noah Vonleh not either. So Tim Hardaway Jr., to me, offensively, I don't think he's the best player on the team, but offensively he is. And that's why I think that if he can get you 24 to 25 points a game, he might make it to the All-Star game just because of that. But when you look at the efficiency, he's not really shooting the ball that well, and he has still been trigger happy because a lot of shots, like I said, he settles and takes tough shots. And whether that's a pull-up three or shooting a contested three when somebody's in his face, or just dribbling the ball, getting to a spot and do a pull-up jumper over two people, or even over a guy that's dropping in and trying to get back up to contest it through length. Tim Hardaway Jr. still letting it fly. They gave him the green light to say, like, Tim Hardaway, whatever, when you get the ball, bring us home. And he's taking full advantage of that, and that's his game. His game is to go out there and get put on the show for the fans, and go out there and shoot that basketball. And the game has become that. Steph, people are not just excited for dunks, but people want to see tough shots. People want to see 3-point shots. People want to see fancy dribbling and handling. And where else to play besides New York? This is the mecca of basketball. This is a place that everybody wants to be at the game, whether they're good or bad. This is this is the big stage, bright lights, and Tim Hardaway Jr. played there earlier, but he has that throne right now. But will he ever be better than this? And that's the question. Is we done seen Jamal Crawford give you about 20. We done seen Lou Williams even last year give you about 20. And they all put on shows and they very exciting to watch. But Jamal Crawford not an all-star. Lou Williams has never been an all-NBA or all-star player. And that's the thing that makes me question Tim Hardaway a little bit, is does this style of play win games? And Lou Williams helped them win a lot of games last year, but they didn't make the playoffs. And he did help the Raptors, but the Raptors, he wasn't the star most shot taker on that team. It was DeMar and Kyle Lowry. And then obviously you got Tim Hardaway Jr. right now. Will he be able to play like this when Porzingis comes back? It will be fun because you can put the ball in Tim Hardaway hands in the pick and roll, but he hasn't evolved as a passer just yet. And you can't put the ball in the pick and roll and let him be the aggressor, because he can shoot if they go under the screen. If they go over the screen, he can get to the paint and hit that pull-up jumper. And can he make those passes to the three-point shooters? Can he make those passes to lob it up to Porzingis for alley-oops and dunks? And can he make that pass and get that three-point shot if Chris Porzingis fades to the three-point line? His decision-making is still questionable, even though he has played in the NBA for multiple years yet. I haven't really seen a lot of progress for him to be a complete player. And the fact that he will be 27 years old by the end of the season in March, he hasn't really made much progress as becoming a complete player. He still is a chucker. He still is a scorer. He still is a exciting player to watch. But he hasn't really developed the other skills like defense, like rebounding, passing, knowing when to score, knowing when to pass, making sure your teammates keep staying involved, knowing how to make your teammates better. It's just those things that you need from a superstar, those things that you need from an all-star. He just don't do those things at all sometimes. And it kind of can be frustrating, because if Tim Hardaway ain't shooting and chucking, other than that, I don't even know what he's on the court for. But he's really taking full advantage of Kristaps Porzingis being injured, because he can do what he wants, and he's having a career high in points. And a lot of players are respecting him a lot because he won a lot of games for the Knicks this year because of his clutch shooting, and his shots fall. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but he's shooting 41%. So he's not really shooting that well from the field, but he has always been a tough shot maker too. So if they going in, it's going to be a bad night for the defense. If they're not, then it's going to be a blowout for the Knicks. And that's something that he's really going to have to change, is figuring out ways to impact the game other than chucking and scoring. And once he figured that out, he most likely can be an all-star in this league. And he could have been at a superstar level if he could take better shots, play better off his teammates, and take more quality shots, whether it's through shooting spot up threes, or even using your team coming off screens, or playing off Porzingis, or playing off Trey Burke and getting open opportunities. And until he find other ways to score more efficiently, to take better shots while also playing within the system and not have to always have the ball in his hand to score, then we can see a different Tim Hardaway Jr. that can probably be something bigger than what he is right now. But we're seeing how good Tim Hardaway Jr. can be because they don't really have no other options offensively. But the thing is, can he be that 2 or 3 guy that can play within the offense and continue to score and make his teammates better? And he has been able to do that. Bradley Beal has been able to do it. And even Lou Williams has become a better playmaker. And you can even look at other players than those. And they eventually figured it out. Tim Hardaway Jr., 26, he's getting closer to his prime. Still hasn't figured out how to be a better player, a more complete player, and find other ways to impact the game at this age. And he's been in the NBA for a while at this point and still hasn't been able to figure out. This is his 5th season. And even though he had games of 34 points and 31 points and 37 points this year, he also has those games where he was 2 for 12 yesterday with 7 points, 2 for 10 for 7 points. And he also have games where he had 14. But that's his chuckersness. And like I said, even the games where he was really scoring a lot of points, it's because the tough shots was falling. So that just lets you know he hasn't really changed his game that much. And that kind of, to me, makes it perfectly fit for a 6-man role. And I feel like he can be better than that if he understands the game and be a little bit more patient and observe his surroundings and how the defense is playing him. But until he figures out with that IQ, knowing when to score, knowing when to pass, knowing when to move, knowing when to take shots, and knowing how to take better shots if the shot clock ain't low, he's going to be still in this high volume scorer, high usage scorer, and that might not be enough to make an all-star team or even an all-NBA team, and he probably never would be in discussion as a top 5 shooting guard in the league. But the guy can play, the guy can score, the guy can put on the show. I give him credit for that. But until he learns the other things of the game, if he never does, then he may never get to those levels of being a superstar all-star, which is kind of unfortunate because we seeing his potential a lot this year. But when Porzingis come back and they get that other guy, I think he falls back in line with being a borderline starter, but really a 6-man, and that's kind of sad to see because he's having so much fun this year, and we having fun watching him. So let me know what you guys think. Will Tim Hardaway Jr. finally figure it out? Is Tim Hardaway Jr. being a little underrated? Is he overrated? Or is he just still a chucker that's getting a lot of more shots because Porzingis and everybody else ain't taking them? Somebody got to put the ball in the basket. Somebody got to score. And Tim Hardaway Jr. has the confidence. He has the swagger to do it. And he's taking full advantage of that right now. And you can tell by the shot attempts. You can tell by the efficiency. But you can also tell that he's averaging 23 points, which is a career high. But they're not winning. They're not getting that much from anybody else, and he's not making his teammates better, and he's not really shooting the ball very well at all, even from 3. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, check out my Spreadshirt. There you can find t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, even things like cell phone cases, pillowcases, water bottles, and even something random like a mouse pad. Thanks for supporting the brand. And also, I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching them. That's why I continue to binge watch my older videos. I got some rookie analysis breakdowns if you want to see how my opinion and my ability to break down games and show you my opinion at the same time with rookies. That playlist is on my channel. Also tributes, breakdowns, and even hot topics of the trades and the free agent signing. Quinn Wade basketball analysis. I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about the New York Knicks and then Tim Hardaway Jr. in the comment section below.